Hey, your friend Michael here. There are not many books where I buy the paperback, I buy the audio, and I listen to it 5 times. I take a bunch of notes, I make a video, I gift the book to people. But this is one of them, The Happiness Advantage by Shawn Achor. And today we're discussing 5 of the best ideas, starting with the first one now. Number 1, success doesn't lead to happiness. Happiness leads to success. I'm sure you've made this mistake that I've made my whole life, believing that you need to achieve something, a goal or a dream, or life has to change in some way in order for you to be happy. Think about your past. Think about a time you've actually gotten something. Did it satisfy you? I know it hasn't for me. I think back to being 12 years old. I desperately needed a trampoline of my own. My cousin Christian had one. I was jealous and I had to have it. I was going to do whatever it took. I mowed lawns. I saved my birthday and Christmas money, and then I bought it for $250. I rarely bounced on that thing. I was moving on to something else. I remember in high school, all my friends had girlfriends. I had to have one. And then I had a girlfriend. I was thinking, I kind of miss my free time. Then as an adult, I thought if I had my own house and I had a certain salary that I'd be happy. But with a higher salary, you have more responsibility. And when you have your own place, you have to pay your bills. It's a constant, never-ending cycle. My friend, my challenge to you is with your job. Polls say that 85% of people are unsatisfied with their job and don't like it. This may be you. All I'm saying is that this new job, this new relationship, whatever it is not going to make you happy. Find a way to be happy right now. We're going to discuss throughout this book a few more ideas on how to do that, but with your job. Whatever it is, if you don't like it, just be grateful that you have it and try to be awesome at the job you have right now as you work towards the one you want. Number 2, the Tetris Effect. In the book, they discuss a study where participants paid Tetris and got paid for it. After 3 days of playing this game, they found that after the study, these subjects were going through life looking at it like a Tetris game. They were looking at city buildings, tilting their head, trying to make it fit in a line, just like the game. They're in the grocery store, tilting cereal boxes, trying to get it in line, just like the game. And this highlights our focus. Whatever we focus on magnifies. If you focus on the good stuff, you get more good stuff in your life. You focus on the bad stuff, you get more bad stuff in your life. Here's one example. You can go outside with a friend, and you could say, "It's a sunny day." And your friend, who has the same exact day going on, says, "Oh, it's so hot." Some people focus on the positive things naturally. Some people focus on the negatives naturally. Most of us focus on the negatives, but there's a way to break the cycle of the negative Tetris effect. The author Shawn Achor suggests 3 good things. All this is looking back your previous 24 hours, 3 good things that happened to you, and bring it to your focus. This does not have to be grand scale. This could be something like watching a cat video, your boss complimenting you, or you catching up with an old friend. As you get in the habit of doing this, even for just a week, you'll find that you're naturally looking for the gold in your life. You'll start looking for the gold in other people, and you'll start looking for the gold in yourself. And when you do all this, you'll be tremendously happier. I'm telling you, do this exercise. Look for 3 good things each and every day for a week and get back with me. Number 3, the Zorro Circle. This idea is about taking small things in your life, executing on them, building confidence, and expanding your circle from there. The Zorro Circle was from the movie Zorro, starring Antonio Banderas. Zorro was not always the awesome swords fighter he was. Back in the day when he was starting, he was a clumsy fighter, but his mentor gave him sound advice. He drew a circle around him and said that this circle is your world. That's all that you're responsible for. And as he became more responsible and got confidence there, his circle grew and grew. There was one doctor I worked with years ago that understood this principle. He saw diabetic patients, and these people were sometimes 100, 200 pounds overweight. They didn't exercise, they're eating junk food. They had a lot of changes to make. But it blew my mind that the advice that he gave them in the beginning was just to execute on breakfast for a week. What happened here is that the patients had something very small that they knew they could control. As they executed for that first week on breakfast, their confidence grew. And then the doctor suggested a healthy lunch. He suggested walking. He added more and more, and the weight flew off these patients. Their blood sugar got under control, and they radically transformed their life, all from the small circle that was breakfast. If you find yourself procrastinating on a dream you want to achieve, use this circle idea. If you want to write a book, just focus on writing 100 words a day. If you want to make a YouTube channel like I'm doing, just focus on making 1 video a week. Do this for a couple weeks and then maybe make 2. All I'm saying is that as you start small, build your confidence, then move your circle. As your circle grows, so does your happiness. Number 4, the 20-second rule. It takes a certain amount of effort to engage in an activity. Now, this could be a great thing if it's a bad habit because you'll be less likely to do it. But unfortunately, it's a bad thing when it's a good habit because it takes more effort to get started. But the author explains that 20 seconds, as small as 20 seconds, is all you need to start engaging in more good habits and getting away from bad habits. As far as the good habits, he was wanting to play the guitar. He made a list on his wall. He thought that every time he played the guitar, he would mark an X and that would motivate him to do it. The problem is, in those 30 days, he only played the guitar 4 times with that strategy. He realized that it was taking him a lot of effort to get the guitar out of the closet. So what he did was the 20-second rule. He pulled that guitar out of the closet, had it on a stand in his room. Because it became a lot easier for him to engage in playing guitar, he played it a lot more. The author also did this with a bad habit. He found himself watching too much TV and wanted to be more productive. All that he did was take the batteries out of the remote and walk 20 seconds to another room and put it in a drawer. He found that extra effort of walking to get the batteries as such a hassle that he wasn't watching any TV and he was being way more productive. Keep this in mind. Make it so easy for you to engage in the good habits and make it difficult to engage in the bad habits. More good habits, less bad habits, more happiness. Plain and simple. And lastly, the most important idea I've grabbed from this book, your most valuable asset. Shawn Achor believes your social capital is the most valuable asset you have in terms of your happiness. I made a mistake years ago. I was trying to be successful because I thought it would be happy. I had it all backwards. I could think back to a marathon that I ran when I was 23 years old. I was not really into running at the time, but I remember in the gym one day, my buddy Chris saying that 1% of people have finished a marathon. I didn't care about running, but I love the idea of being significant, being in the 1% of something, and I'm sure you do too. But I took it too serious. It became my life. I was running every single day. My diet was on point. If someone wanted to eat with me, I couldn't leave the house. I had to have my regimented every 3-hour meal schedule. If someone wanted to get together, if I was running that day, no, I canceled it. I started isolating myself, not spending time with family, not spending time with friends because I was focused on my goal. The only problem was I ran that marathon, I crossed the finish line, I thought I'd be so excited. But I was honestly a little depressed, felt miserable. I looked around and I was the only person who didn't have anyone there for him. Everyone else had family, friends taking pictures, congratulating them, and I was all alone. I think about that often. Don't get so serious about your goals and your dream that you isolate yourself from the most valuable asset you have. It's not a waste of time. Spending time with a good friend, catching up with them, catching up with your dad, with your mom, refuels you, recharges you, and causes you to be more successful than ever because you're happier. My friend, I want you to keep this in mind. The relationships you have in your life is the most valuable thing you have. Treasure it, be grateful for it, try to strengthen it in whatever way you can. I highly recommend you read this book. It is a life changer. It may be a good idea to go back, rewatch this video, and think about the one thing, the one idea that you want to take action on to add more happiness in your life. If you enjoy these book review videos, I've made several already. I'll probably make several more in the future. Make sure to subscribe today and hit the bell notification so you don't miss anything. This is your friend Michael Unks, inspiring you to learn, laugh, and love. Hope you enjoyed this video. Cannot wait to see you in the next one.